Well, hello everyone. This is Wilson Cole. I'm president of Adams, Evans and Ross and Backdoor Hiring Solutions and managing director of ELOC Global. I am joined here with my lovely daughter and our brand manager, Allie Cole. How are you doing, Allie?
I'm well. How about yourself?
Doing fine. Hey, I know you guys are just tearing it up for us over there on the SEO and e-commerce side. We're seeing traffic go through. And we're kind of dominating Google as always, so thank you. And some of the things that you wanted to talk about, which are kind of, in my opinion, some of our secret sauce, but you know, we've got a commitment to the industry that we're going to support it any way that we can. And so we're going to give away a little bit of that secret sauce. Hopefully none of our competitors are on here. But Allie, take over with just some branding strategies and some tactical stuff that after our clients in the readership for our Recruiting Staffing Solutions magazine, after they hear, read, or whatever it is on this, that they can go out and apply right now. So go ahead and shoot.
Well, one of the things I really want to highlight is don't be afraid to grow on Google on SEO. And I know that sounds like no duh, no brainer, but I was meeting with a client last week, very successful recruiter, and I suggested just growing SEO, just having more of a presence and giving his company more of a voice. And he was very hesitant to this idea because his first response was, oh my gosh, if we have more of a voice, that makes us more of a target for negative people to go and trash our company pretty much, and I don't want that. And he pretty much said no to more traffic because he didn't want more negative traffic. And I had to go through and explain how, one, if you're not outwardly going out and trying to make people angry, that shouldn't be a problem. And on top of that, if you have good enough SEO, if you go and look at AER, we're 1, 2, 3, 5 on the Google search. And so you can go and where there might be a negative comment, I haven't found it, but it's drowned out by all of the content that we've had that's so much more relevant to what people are looking for.
Yeah. And that's actually a really good idea. And I remember you were talking about that, and that comment kind of surprised me, but it's so true. You know, whenever someone's worried that if they step out, not only do they attract more attention from clients, but then maybe that disgruntled candidate or something along those lines. And, you know, haters are going to hate. And, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, Adams, Evans, and Ross, you know, we've done this 30 years. We are A+ rated from the Better Business Bureau, and I'm not even a member. We don't pay for our rating there. But, you know, not to say that if there's anything out on the internet, I'm not, you know, I mean, there could be. I'm not aware of it. Because we always try to treat debtors and clients with respect going forward. But our strategy, if there was anything out there, would eclipse a lot of that anyway because of the sheer volume of content that we pump out in sheer good volume, like these videos that we're doing with Recruiting and Staffing Solutions. We're doing them to help the SEO and things on those lines, but we're also doing it to create good volume and good video and good value for the staffing and recruiting industry. So, okay, so going out, that sounds great. How do you get more exposure out on the internet without having to go out and just buy the traffic?
Well, just going off of the example of the client that I was working with, he didn't have any links off of his homepage. It was very to the point what his contact information and what he did. Where I want to expand that and I want to have links that you can click on and have keyword-rich content and just have a deeper strategy with his website. So that way it's not just, this is what we do, here's our mission statement, here's how you contact me, done. It's, this is all the things that we do and this is how we can help you, and just go deeper and have content that's relative to the people that you're trying to reach. Again, it's all about having your target audience in the forethought of your mind when you're trying to create content.
Well, also when you're laying out, I know with you guys, we'll do something. I'll write an article, and you guys will say, okay, we changed this sentence to have this word in it, or we changed the last paragraph to have these two phrases in it. And the reason you do that is your SEO in the article to make it where it's more relative and easier searchable. What exactly is that called?
Just content, like keyword content, or like
keyword, or I think you guys call it like a long tail or something.
Yes, long tail keywords. That's just targeting to the people that you're trying to reach. So with AER, we're not just writing articles about generic collections. That's not what we're interested in. While it's very important to have people going and collecting alimony, we can't help them. So the last thing we want to do is write content that might get us on that page where it's much harder to be more generic. And then if you do get to the very top, you're going to get a lot of traffic that's simply not relevant to you. Where if you do a long tail keyword, you would target the content to the traffic that you actually want, and it's significantly easier to get to the top of the Google search. And then just other good practices when writing content, it's good to have articles between 500 and 800 words because you can just get more information in them. And you want your keywords to, one, be in the title, so you want to be clear what you're talking about, and you want to put the keywords in the first 100 words of your article, so around the first paragraph. Because again, if you're talking about collecting for the staffing or recruiting industries, and that's your long tail keyword, and then you title it something completely different, and then don't talk about it until the third paragraph, that's not going to help you, and that's not going to help the Google crawlers in putting you higher.
Okay. So basically have your content named, titled with, some of your keywords, and then also have that key phrasing in the top part of the articles versus burying it at the very bottom.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, you don't want just a string of keywords that make absolutely no sense, because the Google algorithm is they have it so that's a red flag, and they see right through you when you try doing sneaky things like that. And that's not going to be relevant content to your target audience. They're going to click on it and clearly see that you're just trying to get as many keywords as possible. So you want to make it relevant, interesting, and then just sprinkle in those words naturally as they come up. Don't force anything.
Sure. Well, that makes sense. That makes all the sense in the world. Well, if I know you guys are offering a free website audit that I thought was, which was, it's a neat service that you guys are providing for over from the magazine. And basically that free audit is they will look at your website. Not only will they tell you, they plug in software that we can do to any website. They plug it into ours anyways, but it lets you know if there's any broken links and that there's issues. But also they'll actually give you a couple of strategies similar to what Allie had just talked about there, and it's absolutely free. And it's just kind of our service back to the industry. And it's one of those, go out and do it on your own. If you want to go out and spend thousands every month with somebody to do it, that's great. The neat thing about the magazine is after the audit, you can certainly always utilize Allie's team. And Allie's team, because we're structured to where they're handling all of our own brands and the magazines, pretty much, I don't want to say everything that they bring in is profit, because that's a little oversimplistic, because they have to scale as they add clients. But we don't have to scale in the same way because the infrastructure is there, and they can do it at a fraction of the price. And I've been in business 27 years, and the one thing that I found was going out and paying to have it done, or bringing in my own group and own team. This team has been able to accomplish stuff in a very short period of time that I'm just absolutely mesmerized about. So if you want the free audit, just email Allie, ALLY, at ELOC Global. That's ELOC Global.com. And she will reach out to you and they'll do the audit. Takes about a week or so, and then they kind of show you all the findings, and it's about a 10-minute meeting after that. Allie, thanks for sharing some of your special sauce and pixie dust on that. And you and I are actually traveling tomorrow down to the Florida Staffing Association conference. I'll be there for AER. You'll be there for the magazine. So looking forward to seeing you.
It'll be nice.
Thank you. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.